Why are you guys keeping two separate platforms between QS1 and Pioneer? Why not just put them together? I mean, is it the LTC play, or why do you keep them two?
Yeah, let's be super honest. People don't like to be told what to do.
Yeah.
People don't like, you force people off. You force people from one thing to another. We see, there's another competitor in the marketplace today. There's a group that got out of pharmacy business and kind of pushed their business to somebody else. And we saw their net promoter scores go from what was close to ours to very, very low. And we talked to those people at trade shows, and they're pissed off and they don't like it. And they're moving to a decent platform. People just don't like to be told what to do. We ran into that in the early Pioneer days, where there was a previous product called Prism. We moved people. Some of those people are still mad at us because they remember, I knew every shortcut. I knew every way. I was the queen of the pharmacy, or the king of the pharmacy, and
that's the biggest thing that I've heard also with Linux-based users, is that I know every shortcut. I can fill a prescription in 5 keys, and they're not really it just tells. Those pharmacists are not interested in getting into clinical. They're just looking to fill the prescriptions and help the patient how they can, but they're not looking to really grow their business.
And technologically, you can't merge those platforms.
Right.
It's not that's not technologically feasible. So you have a choice to say, do we want to force a customer base to do something? And we don't need to do that. We don't think it's the right thing to do. The NRX platform is a very fine platform. I'm not trying to beat up the NRX platform.
Right.
But it's older. I mean, part of what you have to deal with if you want to run a good business is deal with the reality that you have in the business. And so we love the NRX customers. We're going to continue to support them. And we launch features in it a couple times a year, but we're not going to, picking on Marsha's point on clinical services. The best clinical services platform in the industry is Pioneer. There is also a pragmatic point to the long-term care play. The QS1 base, we always talk NRX. It's NRX and a product called Prime Care, which is a dedicated long-term care platform. I also wouldn't make the statement that I think every dedicated large-scale long-term care facility should be on Pioneer. I don't think that's a fair statement to make either. And so we absolutely are committed to the long-term care market, and we're committed to coming out with that product later this year.
Well, and to also add to what Kraig said in the beginning, that and to also answer your question, Doug, is that we did have another competitor that tried to mash their Linux and Windows-based system together, and it did not go well for them, and they abandoned it.
And there's some of that, people. There's also, Coke just doesn't sell Coke. Sometimes there's different flavors for people in different places. And